last command we learned transform command like scale, rotate, move, rotate, and scale. These are the three commands we learned last week. So when you want to use a move command, click this move. I'll make this screen a little bigger. So you can see that there are three axes coming here. Red stand for the x-axis, green y-axis, and blue z-axis. So if you want to move in any direction, you can hold that particular axis and move. So if you want to move in the x direction, you see here, so it moves in the x direction. If you want to move in the y direction, hold the green y direction. If you want to move in the z direction, hold here. Okay. If you want to move in two directions, then there is a small square, yellow square coming here. So when you can see a square yellow coming here, that means you are x and z plane, you are going to move the object. So hold here and move. So it is moving in two directions. Say we have this direction, that is y and z plane. You can move. And if you want to move the xy, go down here. There is another square here, yellow. Okay, so that's how you do the move command. When you think about the rotation command, when you click the rotation command, you can see different circles here. Red, when you rotate based on the red, it moves in the x direction. You can see the red, that means it is, we are rotating based on the x-axis. This is based on the y-axis. And this is z-axis. This is how you do the rotation. Okay. When you think about the scale, there are three types of scales. One is the uniform scale. When you use the uniform scale, it scales in all the three directions. Non-uniform scale means it can scale one side or two sides. And squash, that means when you increase one direction, other two directions decreases. For example, let me show when you click the small arrow here, there are three options available. One is the uniform scale, non-uniform scale, and squash. So uniform scale. When uniform scale, you can see that a yellow one, a triangle is coming yellow. That means it is going to scale in all the three directions. It is increasing all the three directions. You can see the values here, all the three x, y, z values are changing. Okay. If you want to move only in one direction, you hold the, you can increase only one direction you want. Suppose I want to increase only x direction. You see, only it increases in the x direction. You can see here the value increasing only in the x direction, only y direction, only z direction. If you want to increase two axis, then you go here, you can see here two double lines here. You hold that line, it increases two sides, increase or decreases. Now it is increasing x, z, x, y, x. So this is non-uniform. And when you want to use so this is non-uniform, and this is squash. Squash means when you increase one direction, other two directions reduces. Suppose I increase in the z direction. You can see it is increasing z direction, but reducing the other two directions. You can see the readings at the bottom. When you decrease other two direction, increases. That is squash. I hope you got some idea now. If you want to give correct measurement, then we have to use transform typing. So the transform type in means, for example, when I go, there are three type of transform type in. One is move transform type in, rotation transform type in. There you can give the exact value you want, scaling. So let me go to the move and right click. So you get the move transform type in. So there are two axes shows here. One is the absolute coordinate. That means this indicate the x, y coordinate that particular object. So this particular object is situated x minus 13, y 2.6, and minus 0x. I can make it to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So my object is in 0 now, exactly at the middle of the coordinate system, your object is there. Now, if I want to move this object 10 units x direction, I want to move 10 units x direction. So I will give the value at x 10. It moves 10 automatically. It x coordinate change to 10. Is it not? Earlier it was 0. Suppose you want to in the move y direction, you give y direction 50. Automatically now your object is in x 10, y 50. Z 0. I can give z value also. I'll give z say 10. It move. If you give minus, it goes down. So that's how you can give exact movement using transform type in. Okay. Same transform type in I can use it for rotation also. Rotation. Suppose I want to rotate this object x direction 45 degree. If you just go and rotate, we are not sure how much it's moving. But you can use the rotation transform type in, and you can see that there is no any 0, 0, 0, everything in 0, 0. And I'm in the rotation transform type in. I want to rotate in 45 degree. So I will just type it in 45 degree. 45. You can see that it is rotated in 45 degree. So whichever direction you want, we can give that value. So that is a benefit of rotation transform type in. Got it? Same transform type in, you can have scaling also. Scaling. Which scaling you want? You have to select. Uniform scale you want. So transform type in scaling has come. So if you give a value here, now it is 100%. There is no scaling here. Suppose you give 125. All the three directions will change it to 125. 125. All the three directions change to 125. You can see. Always you can use this reset command because you might have moved here and there, and sometimes you might have lost. So you just use the reset command. File, reset, don't save. So you get the default settings. Otherwise, sometimes you move here and there, and so many complications might have come. So you can reset. Okay, so I reset. How will you get it? From file, reset. Yes. So you get reset. Okay. Now we are going to learn about the shapes. So from the create panel, we have gone through the geometry, primitives and other thing. Now we'll go to shape. Last time we have learned only line command. We'll go through other commands now. So let me explain you the line command once again. So I will go to the shape command. When I go to shape and select the line, now listen please, after that you can write down. I went to shapes, that is from create panel. This is geometry, this is shapes. Shapes actually create 2D objects. You have line, you have rectangle, you have circle, many objects are there. So let us go through these commands now. When I click the line command, you can see that line creation method, initial type, corner, drag type, corner, smooth, bezier. 3 options here. Are you listening? Everyone, please listen. Then after that you can practice. When you select the line command, the creation method here, initial type, corner, drag type, 3 options, corner, smooth, bezier. Initial type, corner, smooth are there, don't worry about that. you select the corner. So when you select corner, that is initial type corner and drag type corner, you get the straight lines. Click. You get straight line when you use corner. When you use corner smooth, you select the first object, select the second object, and you can drag mouse a little bit. You see that you get a smooth curve there. Because you have selected drag initial type corner, then smooth. So this is the second option, you get smooth, but you have to drag. And third one is corner Bezier. Corner means starting point. Click, click and drag like the smooth. Here also you get smooth, but not like other smooth, like a small corner type it is coming. Okay, you get a smooth line, but not like other. You can see, not like the other smooth. Okay, so the Bezier also create a smooth line, but not like the other smooth line. Smooth line was giving very smooth because it creates two handles. The Bezier create two handles and the smooth create single handles. We'll see that later. When we do the editing, we'll learn what is the two handles and single handle. So that is the difference. So that's how you do the line command. In the line command and in the 2D shapes, there is a facility available here, rendering. Suppose now you can see that these objects are all very, very thin. If you can click on the rendering, click this rendering. So rendering options are there. Enable in rendering, click. So now if you render this, you will see all the thickness here, these objects. You will see thickness. But you want to see that thickness in the okay, now I'll draw the line here, line here. You can see the lines are very, very thin. So I'll switch on the rendering here, enable view render, enable viewport. You can see the thickness. Okay, enable viewport. You can see the thickness. Now it is a round because the radial is on. Suppose you want to give the thickness in rectangular, select the rectangle. You can see that rectangle. And you can adjust the length and width. You can adjust the length, width, you can adjust. So this rendering sometimes be very useful. So where will you use it? For example, suppose you want to create a window grill, door grill, or the gate. You create in AutoCAD, whatever method you want. Import it here and make the rendering on. So automatically all become thicker. Okay, there you will be using this. You can use this very powerful. Okay, and suppose you want to draw the line based on measurement. There is a facility available here, keyboard entry. Keyboard entry you can use to draw based on the measurement. Suppose I want to draw a rectangle 10 by 5. So what I will do, I'll go to keyboard entry. First, I will show a point 0, 0, 0, 0. Add point, click. So we click a point at the exactly center. Now I want to draw a line, say 25-meter length. So I will give X 25. And I will say add point. So immediately he has drawn 25. Now I want to draw another line here. Okay, so this point will be X and Y. Y I want 10. So I will say 10, Y 10. Add point. So you got the second point. Okay. If you remove the rendering, you can see the line coming there. And third point you want here. So this should be, there is no X there. So there, remove the X value, make it 0 there. Add. Got the third point and 0, add point. So you get 0, 0, 0. So this is how we do it. You just go to the keyboard entry and give the coordinates. Okay. Quickly completed the line command. Now let me explain you the rectangle command. You see the rectangle command? Draw a rectangle. Listen please. After that we can write down rectangle. After drawing the rectangle, you can curve this edges. Everyone please listen. Rectangle. I have drawn a rectangle. You can curve this corners by using the, there is a curved radius here. You give a value there. For example, 5. You can see that it's curved, all the 4 edges. Okay, and if you want to see the thickness for this, again, you can switch on the rendering option. Okay, so that is how you do the rectangle. Circle, very simple, straightforward, just draw the circle. Okay, there is no confusion there. Ellipse, you can draw ellipse like this. In ellipse, there is a when you don't want the rendering, switch off that, because otherwise, no, sometimes when there is a when you draw an ellipse, there is a provision here called outline. In the ellipse, there is an outline. That means you can have an offset for this. Click outline and give a value there. You can see. You can give a value there, for example, say 5. It is offsetted. It's offset. If you give minus, minus, it goes inside. So this outline offset, outline can be used to draw offset of that particular object. If you don't want outline, click. So this is your ellipse. If you want outline, click outline. Minus means it draws inside, plus means it draws outside. Okay, that's how you do the ellipse. Next one is the arc. When I click arc, there are 2 options here, end and middle. I will show the first object. First click. First, second, and you can see this side or this side. You can see first, second, first, second, this side. This is using edge method. Center and end. You show a center. Second option, center. Can see draw it. And the size of this arc can be increased or decreased. Can increase or decrease using the, this is the for radius, this is a frame from, this is 2. Can adjust the arc length, etc. And there is an option called here pi. Click this. So get a pi type. So that is arc 2 methods. Listen first, then after you can practice. We'll write down the step, then Control A. Control A, select everything, delete. Donut. Donut is actually like a tire. Are you listening? First circle, second circle. So this is donut. You can change the radius. You can change the radius from here. All these things you can do using the keyboard. Suppose you want to draw exactly the middle of center of this. So go to keyboard entry. X, Y0, Z0. You give the radius here. First radius say 10. Second radius is 5. Create. So it creates exactly at the center. Anytime you can use the keyboard entry to get the object exactly at the center. Sometimes you may require that. Okay. Next one is n-gon, means it's a polygon. You can see a polygon. You can give any number of sides from here, 6 or 5, suppose 5. You can round all these corners. Corner radius 3. See, it is rounded. Okay, so that is n-gon. And you can make bigger or smaller by increasing the radius of that. Inscribe or circumscribe. Inscribe. Now, with inscribe mean imaginary circle, it is drawing inside. Circumscribe mean it is drawing outside the imaginary circle. So it will be bigger. This is the radius of the imaginary circle. When I say inscribe, it draws inside that imaginary circle. When circumscribe, it draws outside, so it will be bigger. You can see star here. I have drawn a star here. I can change the number of corners and everything. You can see the radius 1. You can increase the radius 1. You can increase the radius 2. How many points you want? 6 points. You can increase the point to 8 numbers. And you can curve all these corners. See the fillet corner. You can corner this, give some value 6. This is rounded. If you want to round here, fillet number 2, 5. You can do different things using fillet radius here. Okay, so that is how you do the star. Text. I want to do text. Usually, one important thing is that when you create a text, now it is better to draw in elevation. So it will be exactly otherwise, no, it will be lying. For example, you see, suppose I text. When you select the text, type whatever text you want. I'll say Asadi. If I click here, you can see that it is lying. But if you see if I click here, you get it vertical. So whenever you do the text now, as far as possible, do in the front plane. Okay, and this you can change to size. You can change. You can change the size. You can change the font, italic, underline, and different font. From here, you can select whichever font you want. Different fonts are there. You can. This is you cannot see render. You can't see this in rendering. You have to give thickness. Otherwise, you have to click the rendering on. Rendering. See. Okay, you can use the rendering, or usually you will be doing modifying it. Extrude. You will use the extrude command. So then we have thickness. Extrude command. Extrude you will be using for extruding that to convert from 2D to 3D. So this is very useful. Text. Helix. Helix is when I draw in the perspective here. I can't see the ellipse properly. So what I will do is I will create the rendering on. Rendering. Now you can see. Do it again. Rendering also on. You can see that helix. You can see here. You can see here. It's a 3D helix type of object. You can increase the number of sides. This is the radius, inner radius, height, number of turns. You can see more turns. It gives you a 3D object. You see, 3D object. You see, when you increase the turn bias, this adjustment of this, and you can have counterclockwise, clockwise. Okay, you will see this. If I remove the Once you don't get it, immediately you have to go to modify, then only you will get other parameters. Sometimes if you don't see the parameter, go to modify and see. Whenever you create an object, that time only you will see the parameters. If you want to change the parameters, you have to go to modify. Here, from create here, this modify, you have to go, then only you can see the other parameters. Okay, now egg. Then I click the egg command, you draw an egg like the object. It's an egg. I can remove the tick mark. You can see this is the egg. Egg you can see. And if you don't want inside, in the parameters, you click the outline off, you'll see only the, it's just like egg. And the angle can be adjusted from here, angle. See, you can adjust the angle of that. So these are the different 2D options. Try all these things. Copy command. There are 3 types of copies. Let me draw a small cylinder here. Listen, please. I have a cylinder here. Whenever you create an object in 3ds Max, are you listening there? Whenever you create an object in 3D Max, you have to give a name for that. You can see here, when I drawn a cylinder, he has given a name as cylinder 1. I will say original. I gave a name, original. If I want to take a copy of this, I will use move command. Press shift and drag. My second object has come. When you click that one, you get 3 options here. Copy, instance, reference. Copy, instance, reference. Copy means independent object. Both are independent. The original and the copy, both are independent. If you make changes in the original or the copy, it will not affect each other. So that is copy. When you think about the instance, when the original is changed, the instant object also changes. When instant change, origin also changes. So there is a dependability in between. Clear? So when you change the original or the instant, both will change. Instant change, original change, instant change. When you come to reference, the original changes, the reference changes. But reference change, the original will not change. The reference object change, origin will not change. Okay, so to demonstrate, the first one I will take a copy. So this is my copy. I will change the color. I will write the name as copy and give a color. I'll give a color for this. This is my color. Now we'll go to original again. Press shift, drag. I will select the instance now. I will change the color. Yellow. Again, I will go to original, shift, drag. This time I will select the reference. I'll give name as reference. Okay. I'll give the color red. If I have forgot to give the name, this is instance. So I have original, copy, instant, reference. Clear now? So if I change this one, what happened to the other one? So I will select the original one. I'll give a modifier. I'll go to modifier and I will apply taper. I have selected the original. You see that all except the copy, there is a gizmo coming. That means if you change here, these are also going to change. But this will not change because this is a copy. So I will change the amount you see here. You can see. Okay. Okay, so that means when you change the original, instant changes. When original changes, again the reference changes. But if I go here, I will apply another modifier there. Again, I will apply same taper. I will give taper. I will give curve. You can see here. Create like this. I gave a taper. It did not affect anywhere. So the copy is independent. Now, if I change the, well, you have noted that when I change here, this changes, reference changes. But if I change the reference, will it will the original change? Modifier. Let me create a bend. Whenever you want to give bend anything, you require more segments. Anytime you can go back to. So this is called modifier stack. Whatever step you do, everything is available here. The list is available here. Anytime you can go back and change. Suppose you want to change the cylinder dimension, go here, change it. You want to change the taper angle, go and change it. Now I put a bend. If I bend it, okay, it is independent. Original does not change. Clear? So that is the difference between all these three. Okay, just listen what I'm doing. Then after that, you can do yourself. First, I am going to make a cylinder. Listen, please. I'm just going to make a cylinder. Radius 20, height 50, and height segment 10. Cylinder. Okay, so first you create the cylinder. Then after that, you can change the parameters. So the radius is 20. Are you listening? 20. If I want to go to the next, just press tab. We come to the next one, 50. Tab. Segment is 5. I will make it to 10. So I have a cylinder. Okay. 50 height. Okay. I'm going to apply a taper for this. I'll go to modify. Modifier list. Go down and just type T. Taper. So what is the taper value I have to give? You can see taper when you give positive, it goes like this. Negative, it comes like this. And if you want to give curve, you have to use the curve. You see, positive curve outside bulges, negative curve bulges inside. Okay, so I have to give a value amount minus 0.6 and curve 1.6. Minus 0.6 minus 1.6. Got it? I'm going to apply another modifier called skew. Modifier type S, skew, S-K-E-W. Skew. Okay, so all the steps are shown here. Cylinder, anytime you can go here and change the value of cylinder. Taper, anything you can go and change here. And skew. So what is the skew value you have to give? Skew amount 60. I'll give a value 60. Okay. It's skewed like this. And I will give a name for this. I will give a name. The name is given as cylinder now. I will say table bottom. Are you listening? Please listen. After that, you can do. I given a name, table bottom. I'll go here. I will draw a ellipse. I'll go to shapes, ellipse. Just draw an ellipse. What is the value of ellipse? Give a table basic ellipse, length 100, width 200. Go to, if you want to change the value of the ellipse, go here. Length 100, width 200. Okay. Now I will give extrude. We'll write down the step later. Just listen to me first. Extrude. I'll give a value of say 5. Now I will move this ellipse up. Move. I want to move exactly y direction like this. I will adjust it. Approximately the center is coming here like this. Okay. So I have got a, this is not touching here. I'll just take it little down. Move. Okay. And you can see that approximately bit of this. Okay. Now I want to create a small tumbler. So I'll go to create. I use tube. From standard primitives, you can see tube. I'll create. See, now it is creating at the bottom. How can I create it at the top of this? I'll delete this. If I want to create exactly here, there is a two methods. By one is called auto grid. When I switch on the auto grid, and if I automatically it catches the top surface. Okay, two. Click. And you can see that is a create exactly top of that. What I did, auto grid on means any surface you can go and create. Objects you can go and create any surface by using auto grid on. So I will switch off it. So I got a tube here. I want to change some value so that I will make it as a glass. So what are the values? Tabletop. I have to give a name for this. I have to give a name for this. Tabletop. Now I come here. Tabletop extrude, I extruded, position table adjusted. We have edit to tabletop. Okay. Now you can see that this ellipse is I'll delete it later. I will use it later. This ellipse is I want to make a little modified this in a old model table. So I have to edit this. Click this, modify. You can see that you are in the modified stack. I will go to edit ellipse, and I can change any values of that ellipse. I will apply a modifier there. What is the modifier you have to apply? Extrude, position, edit spline modifier I have to apply. So I can modify this. Go here, edit spline. Edit mesh. Edit spline. Edit mesh, edit patch, edit. I have to modify that. That means I have to apply edit mesh. Edit mesh. Mesh is for 3D. It is not a 3D object. Edit poly. Try this. Edit poly. I applied an edit poly. I'll switch on this, and you can see that there are vertex, edit, etc. for this ellipse. When I select edit, I can see that there are many vertex here. Select one. I'll explain you this. Should be one edit spline. Anytime I can delete this, I will edit, delete. Let me check. Edit spline is there. Mesh. You see, you are doing from extrude, you are doing. That is why that edit spline is coming. You have to select the ellipse. See, edit spline. Earlier, edit spline was not coming because we are in the 3D extrude we are using. Extrude, it will not show. The spline will be showing only for 2D objects. Since we want to modify the ellipse, I select the ellipse. Then I will apply the edit spline. Okay. Now in the edit spline, there are vertex here, vertex. So there are 4 vertex for this. I'll select this vertex. I'll modify a little bit. You see here? I made a old type, a little. So I finished the editing. I'll select extrude. So my top has changed. Okay. So anytime I can come and change anything. So I went to the ellipse. I applied a modifier there, 2D modifier, that is edit spline. Then select a vertex and select the vertex and modify it. Okay. So my table is in a different appearance now. Now I will create the tube. So I want to create the top of this. I will select the auto grid, click here, drag. Up. Okay, I create a tube. I remove the auto grid. And what are the values I have to change? So we finish this extrude, create glass top. Okay, primitive objects, auto grid on. Radius 1, 8, radius 2, 7 point, height 30, and height segment 10. So radius on 8, 7.5, 30 segment. So we'll select this. If you don't get the parameters, you go to modify. Anyway, parameters are here. So radius 1. Radius 1, 7.8. That is outside. Inside 7.5. Height 30. Segments 10. Okay. No one is listening. What I'm explaining, you listen to it. Then after that, you do it. I want to apply a taper for this. We'll write down the step later. Don't worry. Taper. Apply. So from tube, I'm going to make a glass tumbler. So what is the value you have to give? Taper. Amount 35. 30 plus means it bulges outside. Curve minus 125. That is inside. Curve inside. So 0.35, 1.25. If I lost here, you select the object, modify. Okay. So you applied the taper, 0.35. Curve minus 1.5. So from a tube, I made a glass. Okay. Is it okay? Then we'll make one goblet. I will explain you. Until you will finish this, then we'll come back. So save your drawing. You have to save this. Exercise. We'll continue after this. Now we'll write down the step up to here, practice up to here, then we'll come back. See. So what are the steps included here? Okay, write down. Create a cylinder, radius 20, radius 20, height 50, height segment 10. Then apply a taper modifier. Amount is minus 0.6, curve is minus 1.6. Now apply skew modifier, give amount 60. You have written here. You have written here the first two steps. Write down this.